Hello and welcome, all friends and devotees of yoga and Buddhist meditation, yoga and Buddhism. Today is June the 18th, 2019, June the 18th, 2019, which is a Tuesday. And I'm with you once again to try to guide you and lead you to more wisdom and to the application of wisdom to solving concrete problems in life and sprinting towards success in your life. So the wisdom resources we are drawing upon comes from Venerable Master Singyung, a very renowned, the most distinguished Buddhist monk in our time today, just like the Dalai Lama, and others. They are really distinguished. There are a couple of great. There are four of them. I call them the four greatest, or the four greats. Venerable Master Singyung, the Dalai Lama, Master Chengyang, the lady, and Master Chinkong. Okay, these are the four greats that I know of, who lived in contemporaries, lived in my time. There are others. Some died earlier on. I know one started the Dama Drum Mountain in Taiwan. There were a couple of others who died earlier on, but these are the four greats who are still alive today. All of them are still alive today. Okay. So Master Singyun has this treasury of wisdom, which I've been trying to instruct to you guys, you students who really want to be, help yourselves here and be smart about it. Pick up your pen, take some notes, and improve yourselves quickly and sprint ahead. So you want to be ahead of others. You can't be ahead of others if you're just lazy and idle and doing nothing in your life or doing what everybody else is doing. You have to be ahead of others. There's something that's going to make you ahead of others. Some advantage. Wisdom is a great advantage. If you listen to my courses, there are wisdom courses and there are motivational courses, and you take advantage of everything you've heard here and try to use it to help yourself, you'll really be able to sprint ahead, way ahead of others. See, this is the secret. You have to find something that will make you to get ahead of others. If you are doing what everybody else is doing, you're just going to be on their level or worse than them. But if you take advantage of something that's advantageous, you will be able to sprint, do way better than others. And it takes very little bit of effort, you see. So it's good to take advantage of resources when you have them, and it will put you miles way ahead of others. Okay? So take advantage of the resources and this opportunity that you have, students. Have your pen and your paper and jot down every valuable thing you hear that will help you to improve and help you to accomplish your objectives in life. Okay? So I'm going into the wisdom of Venerable Master Singyun so that you can benefit from it. You can write down what you need to write down. Okay? Throughout history, different social problems have arisen at different stages of civilization. While the ancients were often burdened with the weight of tradition, modern people nowadays have to deal with the social ills of our times. While we may be making advancements in science and technology, our morality and our mind may have degenerated over time. People today often lack moral courage and fall short in righteousness and humility. Often what is left is apathy and suspicion among people, who rather than progress with the advancement of civilization resort to exaggerated and unrealistic ambition, coupled with an unwillingness to assume honest hard work. The following are some of the common ills of modern people. Okay? So again, these are four golden keys. Master Singyun is trying to show you certain things. You have to pay attention and try to follow carefully. The ill of rashness and impulsiveness. The ill of rashness and impulsiveness. The most serious ill of modern people is that they do not think carefully and lack common sense. They do not think carefully and lack common sense. Okay? Causing them to rush into matters impulsively with no consideration for anything or anyone. They do what they please and end up offending or violating many people as a consequence, because in their self-righteousness they fail to recognize the importance of past causes and conditions and think little of how others feel. They often live with their own regrets when things do not go well. However, they tend to behave the same way the next time by acting as rashly and impulsively as before. They're just rash human beings living stupidly. Okay? Take notes of these things so that when you find them, at some juncture in life, you say, oh, that's what the great master was talking about. That's what Master Singyu was talking about. See, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. But if you've not learned about all these things, then sometimes human behavior, bad behavior from people will surprise you, right? Why is this people doing? Why is this person my friend or my enemy or whatever, right? My colleague or why do people do things like that? You don't have to ask those questions. That's why Master Singing is giving you the resource. When you study, you read, you see, you are placed ahead. See, knowledge puts you ahead. Wisdom puts you ahead. You see, you already know these things. So when you see people badly behaved, then that's the point I learned in class the other day. So you are enlightened. Oh, patience, endurance, tolerance. Yeah, the master talk about PET. See, all these things will be coming to your mind and to preserve you. The wisest king, King Solomon, says, wisdom preserves the man who has it. People preserve themselves by wisdom. Fools fall into danger, lose their lives. The wise man preserves himself by wisdom. So you should gain wisdom. If you have wisdom, wisdom will preserve your life, while the fool loses his life because of his foolishness. Okay? So you should have wisdom. The second golden key, the eel of apathy. Modern people lack the warmth of those from the agricultural age. They do not offer encouragement or congratulations for the accomplishments of others and choose to look on coldly when others ask for help. For example, nowadays, whenever there is a car accident, people tend to watch from the sidelines, treating it as a spectacle, but not helping for fear of taking on extra burden. It is as the Chinese saying goes, just sweeping the snow in front of one's door with no regard for the frost on someone else's roof. Such people find it hard to offer others a simple word of comfort or encouragement when needed. We often hear people bemoan how the world has advanced in technology and made economic gains, but human sentiments have sadly turned cold and society apathetic. 3. The third treasure. Make sure you jot notes. Even if you don't understand them very well right now, later on, when you see other things going on in life, you can relate. You see, because you've already taken notes. So it's good to take notes. The third golden key from the great master, Grandmaster Singing. The eel of indifference. Modern people may live right next door or across the street from one another for several decades without even knowing their neighbors. Not to mention socializing with or showing care and concern for each other. The common ill of people these days is living within their own isolated world, as if nothing else in the world has any connection or relation to them. Such people are loners fighting their own battles, while there is an abundance of material resources and opportunities. Too many people today live as a lonely entity because of their indifference to human relationships. Some people have become so frustrated and depressed that their existence is even worse than those living in a prison. So Master Singing is trying to encourage people to be more social. And then the fourth one, the final golden key, the ill of being heartless and unscrupulous. Another serious ill affecting people today is being cold-hearted and ruthless. In pursuing personal gain, people fight over status and money with no regard to human sentiments or ethics. Because of their selfishness and ego, they place profit above morals and their personal needs over human relationships. In protecting their own benefits, they are capable of They are capable of committing all sorts of unethical acts. If this ill is not cured, it will be difficult to improve the norms of society. Okay? Read through these 4 points again and again, the golden keys. Read through them again and again until you digest them. Okay? They're a bit challenging, but that's why I tell you guys to always have your pen and paper ready. Write out the points, meditate on them, reflect, do research. Don't hesitate to consult dictionaries, encyclopedias, delve into something. It's for your own benefit. It's to improve your own understanding of life, to improve your own, knowledge, to get you closer to success, get you on the right track, get you motivated, propel you towards success, and get you to achieve what you need to achieve in life. Okay? So let's go to the final. Master Singyung is now going to summarize everything he has taught us for the past couple of minutes. So the summary is this. We should not fear problems. I told you earlier on that life is problem solving. Life, always remember that's my philosophy. Always remember, life is problem solving. But we need to solve the problems of life wisely. That's why you're in this class. Life is problem solving, yes, but people could solve the problem foolishly. Could solve the problem by going to the war and losing their lives in battle. It's also problem solving. So in general, life is problem solving, but you might want to go to a school of wisdom like this one to acquire the wisdom of Grandmaster Singyung, which will help you have a certain kind of approach called a wise approach to solving life's problems. Okay? We should not fear problems, but only fear not knowing what the problems are, Master Singyung warns. But only fear not knowing what the problems are. When we discover the cause or the causes of our problems, we can prescribe the right treatment. When we discover the causes of our problems, we can prescribe the right treatment. We should never hide from problems or allow negative attitudes to persist. Pessimism. Hence, we need to pay more attention to the above mentioned ills. We need to pay more attention to the above mentioned ills. That's why I told you to pay attention to them. That's what Master Singyung is saying. Okay, this is not funny. This is not a babysitting class. It's not for kids. It's not for kindergarten. It's for adults. This is an advanced study course. It's for advanced minds. So you pay attention to these critical problems. These are the critical problems Master Singyung is talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Note them. I may run into these things anytime. Note these 4 problems. They are to be noted and let your mind digest. Okay, these are the things the great master is talking about. Now, these are the causes. Now, this is the condition. And then these are possible solutions. That's how to reason critically. You know what the problems are. You will see them manifest in human beings. The great master already put you ahead by giving you the wisdom. So you should draw upon the wisdom from Grandmaster Singyung and use it to, anytime you see those problems manifested by people, you can use that wisdom to resolve them. Again, I like saying a word is enough for the wise. Namo Amitofo.